Welcome back. It's time now for a bit of spring foraging, and today we're looking at some of the many applications for the golden shrub known as gorse.
That's beautiful, isn't it? Forager Feebee, Foreign, you're joining us right now.
Good morning.
I love this idea of foraging. Are you a forager?
No. Well,
Well, you're very urban.
But I have been out with foragers doing
I'm sure you
television
have at some
pieces.
point. Have you ever picked blackberries?
No.
Have you
You're
never?
joking.
To make jam as a child or anything? Ah, for God's sake, you're
Russia.
coming out
I
on a
was busy
foraging
playing
walk with me.
football. Come on.
Now, I'm bringing you out on a foraging walk this summer. That's the end of that. But right now, like, we see gorse all through the year. It's the one shrub, one plant, one hedge that no matter the time of the year, even in the depths of winter, is always in flower. So it's this beautiful golden glow in the mountains when you look up.
Isn't there a lovely expression that you were telling us about?
They say when gorse is out of season, kissing is out of fashion.
Oh, never.
So it's never out of season.
Never out, because we're always snogging.
It's true though, isn't it, that like some farmers don't like a lot of gorse on their land?
It grows fast, it takes over a lot, and it's the one that tends to be the cause of fires.
Yeah.
So during the summertime when you hear that there's been a gorse fire or a mountain fire, this guy is usually the culprit of it. Well, usually people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it can be either a fire has been set to try and clear a bit of it that's gotten out of hand. It can be somebody out hiking, a flick of a cigarette. It can be somebody being ridiculous and lighting a barbecue when they're out on their hike or whatever. And this guy here, it's dry, but it's also super oily inside it.
Okay.
So it's highly, highly flammable. So once it ignites, it'll take over like wildfire. Fun thing about it though as well is it's usually the first one to grow back after a fire as well. It's super resilient.
Hardy, yeah.
Super resilient. It'll always grow back.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at these here and I'm thinking, if I pick this up, I could wind up with a few little dots in my hand.
Like
They
it's spiky.
are very,
spiky.
Now, I did bring you some gloves if you feel that way inclined. It's a very, very spiky plant, so it has these very, very strong thorns. So when you are foraging it, it is one you have to deal with a lot of caution. So if I'm foraging it, I don't tend to be collecting the green spiky bits. It's these lovely little yellow flowers that I'm collecting.
Yeah.
These guys here are absolutely edible. And they have so much goodness to them. So particularly for your mood, they're a mood lifter, they're an anxiety reliever. So if you were to think of, the well-known spray, the Dr. Bach's rescue remedy that people use, one of the main ingredients in that is actually gorse. Because this...
Who knew that?
I didn't. News to me.
No, me neither.
So what, can we just eat them and feel less anxious?
You can eat them. You can also make them as a bit of a tea. So you can literally pick them, and if you're gentle with your fingies as you're picking them, you can pick these little flowers straight off the bush, and then you have them, and you can go home with them in a little bag or with a little tub. And when you get home, you can literally put them into your little sieve. Add a few of them in. I would always add in things like other calmers, the likes of lavender. If it had chamomile flowers or whatever, you can add them into it as well. Cover them in boiling water.
So this helps with anxiety. Sorry, I'm breaking up the
Did
whole,
you want a pair of gloves
set.
for your...
No, sure, we're all right.
I know.
They're nice and gentle little one that you can have as just a really nice gentle tea that you can have in your life, and just to help to bring things down.
It also
a bit.
smells like beautiful. It's kind of, is it a coconutty smell?
It's a coconut smell, and a lot of people don't realise that when you actually pick it off the bush, if you scrunch it into your hand, give it a good scrunch, and you smell it, it has a very strong coconut flavour.
Oh, it does.
Much like
Come back here.
Much like sunblock.
Oh my goodness, very like sunblock.
Sunblock, and it is kind of unusual to see a sunblocky, coconutty smell in Ireland because we don't have coconuts that grow here. So it's one of those really, really lovely ones to actually, if you're just walking along and you're just curious, have a little smell of it.
Have a little taste.
It's really, really
I
nice.
just went to pick a couple off, and
they're spiky.
The spikes.
They are a little bit spiky.
Spikes on plants, it's normally the plant's way of protecting itself.
100%.
Yeah.
So this plant would have been used actually all through history, particularly by Irish farmers, to create barriers to keep their animals, their livestock in. So they would have kept them within their space. But also then during the winter time when food might have been sparse, like thinking way back when, like livestock animals would have actually eaten this as fodder. So it
must have some tongues.
It served a number of purposes for them. But also when you talk about protection, this plant is hugely connected to the fae, to the fairies.
Yeah.
So people would have actually used this, and they would have taken bunches of it and put it at their front door to protect them from the fae. Because, when we think about the fairies, they're not pretty little things dancing around that are going to be really grant us wishes. They were generally mischievous and bold and naughty. So you don't mess around with them.
And say good morning to them when you're told to.
Listen,
Absolutely.
Be
Otherwise
good,
it's bad luck.
Be good to them. But I love to do little other things with them. So yes, you can make a little tea of them and you can enjoy them, and that's going to help to calm.
Are we going to make a little bit of tea?
There's a little bit of a tea here, yeah. So all you have to do is literally into your little teapot, you can add your gorse flowers in. Like that again, I would always add in the likes of lavender or whatever into it. You can add in some ginger as well if you want to as well, and let that stew. I always put a lid on, keep it all infused.
This is a fancy pot now.
Very fancy teapot there.
Will you stop it? Little IKEA jobby, will you go away?
Yeah, look.
And you need that little part in the middle to obviously put in your
that's going to keep it all contained, so you're not going to have little bits.
Okay.
Now some people like the
strainer.
bits. Some people like the bits.
Yeah.
Like then there's other ones that I would use like this one. If I'm just making a one pot, and you can add that in, cover it in boiling water, and then you leave it for about 10 minutes, and that's going to make your little tea. And then you have this lovely little tea then to
enjoy. Try it, is it?
Yes, you can.
You have the tea, because where there's tea, there has to be something sweet.
Well, you know I like to bring some nice things for you.
Yeah.
So last night I made these for you. This is nice, isn't it? Nice and
so cute. Oh, I'm feeling calm already. No, genuinely. It's nice. There's something in it.
We've still got 10 minutes of the show to do, so relax.
I'll be sleeping on the couch beside Elaine over there.
I made these little shortbread cookies last night for you guys. So the reason that I have them like with some coconut on them is because they have that coconutty smell, as we were. They don't have a huge, massive coconut flavour, but let's enhance that. So I made this. Would you like to have one there?
I'd love to have one.
Have a little.
Does Pinocchio have a wooden
Have a
nose?
little chucky. And as I said, the flowers are edible as well.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So I just made a basic shortbread recipe. Mix in the flowers into the mix, and then I top them with the leftovers of the Easter egg bits that we have.
Oh, so good.
So using what we have in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious. I'm never going to look at a gorse. Is it a shrub? It's a bush.
It's a bush. It's a
In the
hedge.
same way,
Yeah,
it's a hedge.
yeah, it's a hedge. So it's just all these different. The thing is, it's a fantastic diuretic as well. Helps to cleanse you. So like even as you're drinking the tea, it's actually going to be it's really really good for your insides. But also if you mash it up in a pestle and mortar, those flowers, you can put it on your skin like a poultice for anti-inflammatory purposes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Gorse
All right.
stuff.
Elaine, what's going on tomorrow's show?
Well, coming up.